River Khamitsaru, which originates from Mount Elgon, serves the 4 districts of Namisindwa, Manafwa, Tororo and Butalija, ending up in River Mpologoma in Kibuku district. Over the last 20 years, the riverbanks have been degraded through illegal sand mining and poor farming practices by communities living nearby. The river's natural course has been altered, resulting in a widened river, deep gullies and islands forming in the middle of the river.
Because of continuing scooping the sandy part of the sides of the river, of course, the soils continue collapsing. Then too, as it is bare, of course, when it rains, the soil becomes wet and it becomes loose. When it loosens like that, it is easily taken away by fast-running waters.
Wilson Maremu, the LC3 chairperson of Bugobero sub-county in Manafwa district, warns that continued degradation will lead to loss of livelihoods.
People's land is going and crops are going. It is a danger to humanity.
Manafwa's LC5 chairperson, Hosea Chigai Kimono, highlights that the district's increasing population has intensified pressure on the environment. With more trees being cut down, the land has become more vulnerable to soil erosion.
Now, even if the population is trying to put those artificial planting, now replanting those few scattered ones, they are not like those ones which nature put himself up there.
He notes that construction of a bridge has also stalled since the river course keeps widening.
They were starting the work like a Saturday, then the rains came. So too much water came from up and widened the place where we could not now manage to put a bridge.
David Mandu, the natural resources officer for Manafwa district, reveals that many other rivers have been degraded, but is optimistic that there are plans to restore some of them.
We shall also be handling Nekina, which is within the project area of Nalondo, and we shall also be handling Kato as a river which is also within Kato sub-county. So this is only a pilot. We shall be expanding to other streams as we move along.
He, however, called on the communities to embrace tree planting to restore the ecosystem.
The landowners, the local community have participated actively in the tree planting, and they will still be key in ensuring that these trees mature so that in future they can be able to sustain the riverbank. Clearly, if they don't appreciate these innovations, water does not necessarily have to come and request that you give out a buffer zone of 3 meters or 5 meters or 10.
Mount Elgon Project, implemented by the National Environment Management Authority NEMA with funding from the Global Environment Facility, has earmarked 38 sub-counties across 9 districts for restoration interventions. These districts include Namisindwa, Kwen, Buko, Bududa, Sironko, Manafwa, Bulambuli, Kapchora and Mbale, all located within the Mount Elgon region. The initiative aims to restore 20,000 hectares of degraded ecosystems through tree planting and other conservation practices. Additionally, the project plans to plant trees on 500 hectares of degraded farmland with the goal of rejuvenating soil fertility and enhancing climate resilience for local communities.
If we work on those degraded ecosystems and bring them to their normal state, they will be able to provide livelihoods to our people. Now, if we cannot bring back those ecosystems to the state where they can provide livelihoods, then we are headed to disaster.
David Mugabe Stephan, the Commissioner for Environment Affairs at the Ministry of Water and Environment, blamed the high level of degradation of River Khamitsaru on mismanagement upstream, which allows large volumes of water to flow downwards.
We are calling for action to everybody because the environment is for everybody.
The land restoration program is aimed at restoring biodiversity, and it is a call for action to individuals, the government and partners to stop the loss of biodiversity through deforestation and encroachment on riverbanks and mountains. This initiative is part of a broader integrated landscape management approach for conserving the Mount Elgon ecosystem.